Da, da, da.
Okay. Well, we're not quite starting the podcast as of yet. Still set up and whatnot, but we are here. Ah!
How do I?
Ah! Ah! Thank you, Turtle.
You're welcome.
Making my lights go all nuts.
And shit.
It's the cops.
You didn't see it?
Oh, I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Am I stopping my recording?
I haven't even
started
started
mine.
I haven't even started mine. Rev's figuring out her thing, I think.
Okay, so my audio settings are set to my Yeti, so it should be picking it up.
But it's not.
It's not.
We're prepared, I swear.
Like you're recording.
Just reboot Audacity.
Yeah, close it and open it back up.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
what
there it is.
this
Okay.
is what the stream gets before the actual podcast.
We good.
All right, everybody ready?
Yup.
I am.
Freddy.
Recording now.
All right. Oh.
Okay. Just to make my life easier, I want us to give 15 seconds of silence so nobody say or do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Starting
Starting now. Okay. That was probably 16, but whatever. All
Something
right.
like that.
Sorry.
Everybody
Somebody
ready to
can't
do the
count.
sync clap?
Yeah.
Everyone
Sure.
ready to clapper? Okay. 3, 2, 1, sync. Perfect. Spot
Was it?
on.
Sure.
I'll go with that.
Sure.
That sounded good.
That sounded good on my end. It's like everyone clapped at the same time.
The best clap we've ever done.
Yep, it'll never happen again.
Nope.
Clap on, clap off the clapper.
The clapper.
Okay, I'll do the intro real quick. Who we got? Turtle, Nyra, Rev, Doki, myself. Okay. BRB.
Congratulations.
Why does he have to mute to do the intro, considering we're also doing this whole podcast live?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He always does the intro himself.
He's got to get in his zone, you know.
Weirdo.
It's his thing. Just give it to him. It's fine. Just give it to him. It's okay.
I'll let him have this one.
Just let him. Just let him have it. Just let him. Also, thank you, Nyra.
I think we need an
And
intro.
the one and only
Oh.
Turtle, who has decided to grace us with their presence once again.
Hello.
Did I walk in on something?
Now he took me by surprise.
You caught him off guard.
Yeah.
It was like in the one and only turtle. It's like, oh, what?
Remember, Turtle just woke up. He's
Make him-
not 100%.
I
Made
definitely
him
That's
sound-
actually why I did
playing
that,
Blue
because
Tower Defense.
made him
Turtle
sound
had
famous.
just woke up.
I'm awake now. I have awoken.
He has awoken
And I'm here.
Spotlight.
in the black
Oh.
void.
Awakened.
Of what is my computer room.
And yes, Turtle actually does have a face. He's not actually a turtle.
Yeah. My
Hey,
dreams never came
listen.
true.
He could be a turtle,
Everything I
and
know
this
was
is
a
just
lie.
his human skin.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, you mean like X and the lizard people?
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
my human costume.
So we actually did manage to snag both Nyra and Rev in an episode. It's unheard of.
It's crazy.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Last
The last
podcast
session
we
we
were
were
together.
both here,
Yeah, but
and we've been in at least one other one together too.
yes, but I think it's more unheard of that originally we were only able to get one person or the other, but we ended up getting both of you for this specific session.
I think there's only one session that I haven't been here for.
I think there's
Wow.
one or two.
There's only
If I-
one that
I-
I've not been here
I-
for.
I edit these and I can't remember, so
That's fair.
There was the one that Cal was in that I didn't get to make, and I was sad. I wanted to be in the podcast with Cal.
Yeah, that one was what, me, Cow, Despa, and Dave Man?
I believe so.
I think so.
That was the finale for last season, which we're
We're not doing
gonna
seasons
do away
anymore. This is episode 7.
yes, we think thereabouts.
We think maybe episode
Who
7,
knows?
maybe question mark.
It is. We did name this podcast correctly, I feel. So
Yeah, we're winging
Chaotic
it.
stupid. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So I guess the first order of business would be to see what everyone's been up to, what you've been doing, what you've been playing, how things have been going in your corners of the world.
I'll go first this time, I guess. I usually let somebody else go first, but I'm gonna take the reins. I just recently moved, so I'm no longer in my
To the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
Mushroom Kingdom.
For the audio listeners, Rev's background is a mushroom forest right now.
Like purple giant mushrooms and trees. But
Dancing mushrooms.
She
Yeah,
left
they're-
Earth, and I don't blame her.
Right?
Honestly, yeah, no, it's a terrible place to be. But no, I recently moved. I got a couple of roommates now. Because life be hard to live on your own these days.
life do be hard.
It'd be hard, yeah. Can't agree.
But Diablo 4 has been up there on my playlist.
I need to play more of that.
Once I start streaming again, I'll probably get back into the Final Fantasy scene. Because I still have to finish the 7 remake. I'm like this close, I think, to beating it. And then there's the Stranger of Paradise, like prequel game. And then 16 just recently came out, and I want to get into that too. Story of Seasons. I've been playing that. And the new Legend of Zelda. I've been playing that. And I play all the games.
Where is Raider when you need him? It's like that list grew from like 5 games constantly to like 8.
Didn't Raider mention last
and
time
I still play World of
did.
Warcraft.
I was going to be playing 50 games?
Like,
Yeah.
My God.
there's a comic book cover that reminds me of when there's a Green Lantern comic cover when Hal Jordan goes crazy and starts taking all the lantern rings, and he's just doing this with everybody's lantern rings on his finger. It's just like Rev with all the games in her hand.
Yeah, we
Exclamation
got
point start.
Rev snorting now.
or
Add
like
that to the
Rev is
soundboard.
like the freaking Infinity Gauntlet, but each gem is a game.
We have to figure out how to add it to her voice channel.
I have a
Just
feeling by the end of this podcast there might be one more added to that list because of the game I want to talk about later, but we'll talk about that.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's multiple upcoming
my
games,
God.
actually.
There's too
One
many
more to
games
the
coming
pile.
out this year.
Hey, Curtis.
I don't want to talk about it. Squidney, who is one of my roommates, and then our other roommate are playing Lord of the Rings online, and they're wanting me to get in on that too. So
That's still
Isn't
a
that
thing?
ancient?
apparently,
What the heck?
yeah.
God damn,
I
like
didn't
you all
even
gonna
play
start
that.
playing like Dark Age of Camelot now too? Like
Well, I've never even heard of that one.
Dark Age
So
of
I
Camelot I think
wanna-
was pre-WoW.
I need to ask,
Wow.
what has Turtle been up to? Because it's been a while since we've had you on.
Heyo. It's me, your boy, Turtle.
He got a girlfriend since last time.
Yep, getting a girlfriend is makes me really busy. I do play games sometimes. So lately I guess I've been playing Diablo, and now Baldur's Gate is out, so that's gonna be taking a lot of my time.
Oh yeah, you completely blew by me and Rev when it came to Diablo. We're just like, well, Turtle's way the fuck gone that way.
Ah, yeah. I guess I didn't even really finish. I got to level 60, I think.
Oh yeah, you know, you didn't get very far at all.
Yeah. I didn't hit level 100 or anything.
I'm still
And
like
then the season
37.
came out. Season came out. I'm level 61 on my seasonal, and but I'm still very disappointed in that game. I don't think it's a good game. I think it's a bad game. I think it's poorly designed when you compare it to the other ones, and
Are we talking about
I have
Diablo
very strong
stuff?
feelings about the game. Yeah,
Do you still like it?
no,
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I play it just to play it because it's Diablo, and I like Diablo, and I want to finish the season because I got it for free with the deluxe or whatever. But
You
I think it needs a lot of work.
you almost got Rev to snort out that vanilla Coke. That was close.
I think the game is good for casual players, and that's it.
Man, look at us filthy casuals.
Yep.
Filthy
filthy
casuals
casual.
over here.
That's why I don't play it, because I'm just filthy.
Listen, I got to level 60 and I stopped playing because I was bored.
Turtle set me up for a good segue for what I wanted to talk about, but let's go ahead and get what Doki and Nyra have been doing too.
Well, nothing that really necessarily been doing, but less what we've been watching. There was a thing that was happening the past week called the People's Call Center, which, if you're familiar at all with anybody like, Scammer Payback or Trilogy Media or even Kit Boga, who literally sit there and call, scammers all day just to waste their time and to save victims and whatnot. What it is once a year they put out a week to have a whole bunch of them. There were like 10 to 12 of those scam baiters all in one room. They made like a little call center for all of them to just kind of sit and just call scammers all week and just slam them while also saving victims. They also had a guy from AnyDesk there to get these scammers' IDs and ban them on the spot so they can no longer scam victims with those IDs anymore. Like, I know Nyra saw a bunch of them as well because I told her about it and she's like, yes!
Those are the real heroes.
For real.
Yep.
Not all heroes wear capes.
I think they banned close to like 1,800 AnyDesk IDs or something like that.
AnyDex, you gotta say it
Oh yeah,
right. Kevin.
AnyDex.
AnyDex.
Open up the AnyDex.
Yeah. You've got
I'm sorry.
You have a virus.
Despa, did you just say real heroes wear capes?
I said not all real heroes wear capes.
Oh, okay.
Not all wheel heroes.
Wheel hero.
Real heroes.
Heroes.
The Uwuos.
No. Oh my god.
But with that, they are actually saving people. Like, with the amount of people that get scammed, they will call these people back if they can find the victim's phone number, and they'll say, we're going to pay you your money back that they stole from you. And they do.
At the same time, though, it's such a small fraction of people who are actually scammed every day. So that's something to keep in mind too.
Yeah, but I mean, it is still better than nothing, and there's a lot of people
That's
out
not
there
rampant,
doing it as
but
well.
It just shows how rampant the problem is right now.
Oh, yeah.
With that.
Oh yeah, but in
I mean, I think everyone here has gotten at least one scam call within the last week.
yeah.
I haven't actually.
I've been
lucky somehow.
I've been getting somebody calling me asking me about selling my property, and I'm like, I don't even own a property.
That's a scam. I have one of those too. It keeps text messaging me.
Yeah. Well, and what's funny though is they'll be calling about my best friend's house, which she doesn't even own that house. It's a government house.
Listen,
Which makes it even more hilarious.
If they message you again about your property, you should just reply back with you can't take my park place. I'm trying to get boardwalk.
No. So this is the thing: is they will not actually speak to me when they call, and if I am able to answer, then they hang up on me. But if I don't answer, they leave me a voicemail, which is weird. You would,
bonus by volume or
question:
something.
Is it an automated voicemail?
I can't tell.
If it's
It probably is.
Because here's the way that those things work. I watch these scam baiter people all the time. It's one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube. I've found out, and it may not be true for everything, but it is a common thing, that a lot of people that call and will talk to you are the ones from India. The ones that will either email you or blatantly don't want their voice to be heard or use automated things are usually like Nigeria.
We all remember the Nigerian prince scams back in the day.
Yeah.
Couldn't spell
Classic.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Like it is a thing. Like that they do not want to be heard. Where the Indian call center scammers, they don't give a fuck. They'll just call you and try and lie you out of your money.
Jokes on them. I don't have any.
Right?
Right? Sorry, you calling the wrong person. I was hoping you'd give me some of that.
But I did end up buying the poster from that whole People's Call Center thing where they all signed it. Paid too much for it. However,
Of course you did.
I missed last year's and I wanted to get one of the posters, and I'm happy that I did buy it. But yeah,
All right.
Scammer Payback did that one. So if anybody's at all curious, go check out Scammer Payback on YouTube. Very, very good videos.
Alrighty. So the thing that Turtle set me up for a segue to, I thought of this literally after I got done editing the last episode, and I immediately wrote it down.
We didn't hear from Nyra though.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay, I guess I'm not good enough to ask about.
No, go ahead.
So anyways, about your segue.
Go ahead, Naira.
Come on.
I thought Nyra and Doki were rolled up together there, so
That was just me.
No.
I'm kidding.
I was just joking.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Well, with me, game-wise, I've actually been off-stream playing Rust. Just getting back into Destiny 2, which realizes I got so much money to spend on DLCs to get caught back up on that game and actually be able to play the new content, which sucks. But stream-wise, I've actually been doing Danganronpa recently. We did Tiny Tina's yesterday, and yesterday in stream, by bad luck with stuff, hit again. So as we were doing Tiny Tina's, I was chilling out. I actually, if you notice, I'm not leaning back. There is a reason for that. So as I kind of leaned back, I stretched, and I just heard this loud crack. And well, I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, you can see that from there. Back of my
Here
chair is
we go.
completely
What
broken.
the hell? That's
is this the Cooler Master chair?
Yes,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
8 months old. Fuck Cooler Master.
Yeah,
Just-
she has the worst fucking luck with anything I've ever seen in my
God.
life.
So
like-
yeah, I potentially sit on this chair and not lean back, because if I lean back, it goes like that.
No, it's like those animes where the character like can't touch electronics with their bare hands or like
This is not
breaks
even electronic.
instantly.
That's the funny part. This is not even electronic. This is
I
just some
know,
plastic shit.
but that's just what it makes me think of. It's just
So
she just
tomorrow, when I get paid, I am going to bite the bullet, and I am putting in an order for a Secret Labs chair because I am fucking done with these cheap chairs.
oh
Amen.
my goodness.
doesn't-
I'm gonna save up the money for that really sweet looking Diablo.
I
chair.
know me.
Oh
fucking
my
too.
god. Oh.
Well, well, as I've stated with Diablo before, and I played Diablo 1. I was a huge Diablo 2 player back in the day when it was relevant. Like, I played the living hell out of it, and when I played 3, I couldn't get into it, and I think that actually affected my opinion of 4, even before playing it. It's like, no, 3 was just not good. And then I hear Turtle talking about how it's also not good. So it's just, I really have no will to even play it. So I'm not going to buy a Diablo chair for a game I don't even care about.
Well, regardless of the game, the chair just looks sick. To be honest with
Yeah,
you,
it really does. It
It's
doesn't
just-
look
Honestly, that's why I'm
cool.
buying it. The one I'm buying, to be fair, is not a game I've played a whole lot of, but I absolutely am in love with the design, so I'm buying that one.
Is it the
So-
Cyberpunk one? Oh, it's the League of Legends one, isn't it?
I'm buying the Jinx chair
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, I love
because
Jinx.
it's fucking amazing.
I like the colors, but I
Yes,
wouldn't buy it
it's
just for
the
the sole
design.
reason of it being League of Legends.
No, I'm buying it because I really love the design on it. Honestly.
Honestly,
So-
if I was looking at them earlier today when we were talking about that, I really like the Dead Mouse one too.
The Dead Mouse one is really good too. So is the Imperial one, but as Penny stated, who is my my RL, my partner or whatever, It looks like a Death Star office chair. I'm like, yeah,
That's
like,
about
you know
right.
what? It does. So I'm gonna go with the Jinx one. I'm pretty sure the Cyberpunk one I love, but it's just too much yellow, and it just
Yeah.
clashes with like everything else going on with my setup. Because on my setup, everything on my setup is purples and some
Yeah.
blues and pinks, and it's all that color hue where a bright yellow chair would just not work with it. I would have bought the Diva chair, but they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, they don't have the Harley Quinn one either. I like the Harley
The
Quinn one.
Diablo chair Secret Lab.
I want that one too, so bad. I love the back of it. Oh, the back of that Diablo chair is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
there's two different ones. There's the Inarius and there's the
Nah,
Lilith.
the only one that matters is the Lilith one.
I know. I know.
That is the only one that matters.
So yeah, my hope is I get the order in tomorrow, and by Monday I have a new chair. Until then, I just deal with this busted thing because I don't really have a choice to do anything else.
$800. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Could always get a cinder block.
Here, I posting a link to the Diablo chair in the media channel for you guys so you can see that.
And the chair I'm getting is 640, not 800. So it's a little.
Well, you didn't get the XL one though, right?
I'm getting the XL one.
Oh, you are? Okay. I would.
Yeah,
if
640.
if I had to get one, I would have to get that one just because of my weight.
A 5-year warranty on those chairs, so that's a bonus.
You better hope you don't break it after 5 years.
After 5 years, honestly, at that point, I'm willing to buy a new chair because if it lasts 5 years, I'm happy.
Yeah, I had a chair that
Because-
lasted a year and a half.
Yeah, the
This one
Diablo
lasted
chair
8
is
months.
600.
This is not the worst chair I've had either. This one is the second worst. The worst one was the Von Racer. So I bought originally my first one I bought was a Killa B, which obviously is a cheap company. And that one the memory foam just got Alzheimer's and never stopped forming. So I called the company and they replaced it and they sent out a new chair, but they sent out a completely different chair, which was this Von Racer, and it lasted like 2 weeks, and the one arm literally just snapped off of it because the welds were that bad. And
Yikes.
What's the one that
It was-
snapped in half?
that was my Vertigear. That was a really good chair, and that thing was like almost 2 years old.
Did you not hear about her chair snapping in half?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just looking at all the different themes that they have for
Oh.
chairs.
I was gonna say no. Nyra's chair snapped directly
yeah.
in half.
Yeah, it broke
I
at
knew
the
about that.
base. It broke on the base underneath where the piston is. That's where it snapped out of.
There's an Assassin's Creed chair?
We've
We lost Rev. We totally lost Rev. But yeah,
She's about as gone as those mushrooms.
but yeah, as I was saying, though, I've been doing on stream Danganronpa. We did Tiny Tina's last night for Doki's affiliate anniversary.
Yay!
We'll probably be going back to that. Gotham Knights seems to have been left in the dust, which is, I guess, okay. We might pick it back up eventually.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I'll need to pick back up too.
I want to do Danganronpa. So I'm trying to get through all 3 Danganronpa or 4 Danganronpas.
Yeah, there's Danganronpa 1, then there's 2.
Another episode.
3, which is Killing Harmony, I think, and then Ultra Despair Girls.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
going to run through all 4 of those, and after that, I'm actually going to queue up. I'm going to do something really stupid and do a Destiny run from start to finish because I got to delete one of my current characters to do it, but that's going to eventually happen too because the single player story is actually pretty good on it. I will say that.
There is a game that people have been wanting me to play because I have it, and I've been putting it off.
It's a good reason to play if you have it.
And I know Raider's been wanting me to play it. I know Rev said she wanted me to play it, and I've just been putting it off. I literally
want you to play it.
I literally have a copy of Breath of the Wild here.
Yes!
Lay.
Everybody's just like, you need to play it, and I'm just like, maybe.
play it.
So
play it.
eventually, I will have to play that.
Yes!
But I'm also going to be revisiting a game which I did on stream, 1 episode back when I first started streaming. And now that their definitive special updated edition came out, which is Outer Worlds, I'm actually probably going to finally get through that game.
Oh yeah,
from
I
start
did.
to finish.
I did play that on one stream before I never picked it back up.
Yeah, I played it one, then I moved on to other stuff because I don't know. You know what it's like when you first start streaming out there. You just scatterbrained all over the place. Like, oh, people
Yeah.
want to see me play this. People want to see me play this. And you just get to a point where I'm at now where it's like, I'm just going to fucking play this, whether you like it or not. I really don't care.
I will.
But I'm going to play this all the way through.
I will say, because I forgot to actually mention this on mine, is that I did finish Raincode, which we had talked about in previous podcasts. The Master Detective Archives Raincode. I did finish
How was
that.
it?
I think that is the only game I've ever streamed where you can literally see me getting emotional on my camera.
Oh.
To the
like
Moon.
voice was shit. Well, yeah. That was on YouTube. I never actually played To the Moon on stream.
But you still got emotional on camera.
But I did. Yes. But no, God, Raincode was so good. But boy, did it tear at your heartstrings.
I might need to play this.
You'll get attached. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll get attached.
I don't know. I'm pretty cold-hearted when I need to be, so...
Oh, that's right. You're a robot. We are. It's fine.
That's super precious, though. I like that.
Yeah. Like, literally, I was just sitting there paying attention to the story, and Asu, or Asuna, who is Transcal Gaming, was literally in my chat going, I'm not crying, you're crying!
Yeah, I was in voice chat with her during that. And yeah, she was like fucking destroyed by that story. Not gonna lie, she was destroyed. Like, I'm not okay. That's still good game. It's like,
Right.
okay.
Well, to move back to the thing I wanted to talk about, since Turtle set me up for this earlier than I was expecting. Not that was planned, but that's what happened.
Chaotic stupid.
We all have our favorite games that we love.
Mm-hmm.
Is there... But no game's perfect. So is there anything about your personal favorite, top tier, 100%, love it to death game that you would change if you could? If you could wave a magic wand and have that one thing changed, what would it be? And would you do it?
Oh, man.
What's even my favorite game?
Yeah, that's...
Let's have that discussion then, too.
That's where I'm at, too.
I'll start. I'll start with this one to help roll us in. My favorite game is it's a game called Crosscode. A little PC game that I probably never would have played if my GPU hadn't died in 2020. And it took me over a year to get a new one.
Oh, that's like the worst time for that to happen, too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's looking like we might be going back to that. I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, Crosscode is like a 8-bit game. Well, it's not really 8-bit, but it's in that style. So a frickin' toaster oven could run that game just fine.
So, like Doom.
So yeah, kinda. So I played that, and fracking fell in love with it. Fell in love with it, the world, the characters, everything. It is the best game ever. 10 out of 10, hands down. It took me over 80 hours to beat it, and that's not even doing everything. And it took me 30 hours for a New Game Plus run where I was over-leveled, knew how to do all the puzzles, didn't do any of the side quests, still took 30 hours to beat it. There's actually 2 things I would change, but probably the biggest one, they're both about the ending. The end of the game, happens.
I was gonna say, do you want to spoil the game for people listening? Or
I'm gonna try to dance around the spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Here. A thing happens that doesn't really fit with the tone of the game. And if you've ever played this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you ever choose to play this game, you'll know it when it happens. I would change that. But also, I would change the last boss. Because the mid-game boss of this game, the whole mid-game section, it takes the game from like a 9 to a perfect chef's kiss 10 out of 10. Like, mwah. And then the last boss of the end of the game does essentially the same gimmick, but it just doesn't work the same way there. I would change up the last boss a bit. Other than that, I don't want to say anything else because I'll be venturing into spoiler territory for what is easily the best game ever made. And now I'm stepping down from my soapbox now. Thank you for coming to Despa's TED Talk.
I've never heard of that game.
Never heard of it.
Good, play it. Everyone play it right now. Best game ever made.
Hang on, I'm looking.
It's
You
dirt
gonna buy
freaking
it
cheap.
for us all? Are you gonna buy it for us all then?
If I had the money, let's see. Hell, it's not that expensive. I think it's like,
Hmm.
Oh, it's on my wish list. That's funny.
how much is it?
$21.99 Canadian.
So it's less than American dollars.
Probably like $19.99.
What's
That
the
would
name
still
of
add
it?
up for all of you. Crosscode. That would still add up, so I can't afford to buy it for all of you. Sorry. I still haven't beat the DLC on it. I still need to go and play the DLC.
It is in US, $19.99.
Knew it. Slam dunk.
Complete edition, $26.97.
Yeah, that would add up fast. If it was just one person, maybe, but that would add up quick.
Alright, thought about it hard. I think my favorite game, if I had to pick, is an MMO called Rift. Because I put in just over 4,000 hours to that game. Great game. It was huge back when it was. It was supposed to be another, quote unquote WoW killer, but never happened.
I
And
remember
then
that. What was it?
Eventually, the game died out, and they sold it to another company, and now they just use it for money. So it's really unfortunate.
I do remember it being the WoW killer. And,
Yeah, and I thought it was an amazing game. It had everything that WoW had, but just better.
it had so much hype too, and then it just went.
Yep. So they
that
went
up.
free to play instead of a paid subscription, and it was fine at first. And then the next expansion they released, everyone stopped playing, and I was like, "No, please come back."
What was the expansion? Just not any good, or?
I thought it was good. I thought every expansion was good. All the boss and raid mechanics were awesome, but the community just died out because they ended up putting in like a shop and throwing money stuff in your face every time you log in, and
Oh,
people
they're
were
like
just tired of
logging
it.
in, like buy this skin, buy this
Yeah.
weapon, only
had-
$5.99.
They had like mystery boxes to get like a rare mount, and one of my friends in my guild spent $1,000 trying to get it and still didn't get it.
Oh, they turned it into a gotcha.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh,
Like,
that
just-
is really bad.
I loved everything about the game, but the community died out, everyone stopped playing, and they sold the company to someone else, so it just sucked.
Mm.
That's too bad.
I cannot think of. Here's the thing: like my favorite game in game series is probably Pokemon. I can't think of a single change that I think would make the game better or that I would want to happen. I personally, this whole gimmick with Scarlet and Violet.
Virus?
Pirate?
Oh, no.
What? Virus?
Pirate.
Scarlet and Violet with the whole Terra type Pokemon where they turn into like crystal versions of themselves and have like the weird things on their head. I'm not a fan of that. I would probably prefer that they brought back like the Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
liked the Mega Evolutions a lot better. It was a lot more like it was understandable because it was just they didn't turn into fucking crystals. They just turned into like bigger and like better versions of what they were. Like, that made more sense to me. Like, so they should have just come back with Mega Evolutions, in my opinion, and, like, just gave other newer Pokemon Mega Evolutions. You'd still have a newer thing with a gimmick that everybody else already knew and liked. Rather than just turning them into little crystalline statues that change type based on whatever their Terra type is. I don't know. I love Scarlet and Violet. The Terra typing stuff was just really to me.
That sounds like we're fishing for a gimmick and we don't really know what we're doing anymore.
It's probably not far from the truth.
Just throwing things at the wall and seeing which one sticks.
Yeah. Sounds
Sounds
about
like a
right.
lot of companies nowadays.
Listen, I still don't know what they were thinking when they made Alolan Executor. That fucking tall ass palm tree abomination. Oh,
And on Pokemon Go, you can't even see its head.
yes. Also,
It's just the body.
Also, that palm tree is a dragon and Charizard is not.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, let that sink in.
Charizard is fire flying, not a dragon.
True.
That big ass palm tree is a dragon.
Okay. Well, I mean, there is Pokemons that are just literally a pile of gears or keys, so anything's possible, I
Or
guess.
shield.
Yeah,
or
Clink
sword, or-
Clink and Clank, and then there's Klefki, and then yes.
Strawberry
Nice.
shortcake.
Magneton.
A chandelier.
Oh, are you talking about
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that one.
It's got cream in the name. It's the there's like
Yes.
20 some different variations of the damn thing.
Vanilla ice.
Yeah. Vanilla
know-
Ice.
No, you didn't know that a lot of people call freaking Jinx Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Milk creamy? Al creamy.
No,
I
didn't
feel
know
like
that.
we should move on. I feel like
we should move on as well because
White
yes,
creamy?
this is the Pokemon. It's based off of like a cream puff or something. It's called like Al creamy or whatever.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So Nyra Rev, what can you answer the question now? Please don't be at Pokemon.
People gotta. Why you hate
So
these
actually,
Pokemon?
that's a weird one for me because it's a split between two, and it's not really. It's stuff I would change, but so first one of my all-time favorite MMOs was Star Wars Galaxies. I've said that multiple times. I played since beta, since the beginning of closed beta. So I actually beta tested this game to the days the servers shut down, which was in 2010. And if that game came back in its original form or any of its incarnations, I would be so happy because that game did stuff I'd never seen in any other MMO. The other game, this is why I said it was split, is one of my favorite just RPG style games, like one player games, and that's the original Resident Evil, in which the remaster, while yes, the graphics are better, everything's better, just one thing I would change on that game. And that is to bring back the god-awful voice acting from the original PlayStation release. Because that, to me, the bad voice acting made that game what it was and made it so classic. Because as you're playing through and all of a sudden it's like, you
Stop
almost
it.
became a Jill sandwich. No, it's great. It just, they should never mess with the voice acting. They should just left it bad because that became one of the charms of the game.
Don't open that door.
Yeah, what is this? Blood! I hope this isn't. This is blood!
Oh my god! You just reminded me of like the original Resident Evil game. Those were
That's
pretty
what I'm
bad.
talking
That's what
about.
we're talking about.
Oh, was it
That's the
Resident Evil?
remaster. Yeah, the remaster, they changed the voice actors. Like, they redid all the voice roles and everything, and they fixed it so it felt more believable. But honestly, the bad voice acting was the charm of that game.
I thought you were
As
still.
well.
I thought you were still talking about Star Wars Galaxies.
No, I brushed over Star Wars Galaxies. I'm not going to get into a whole nother tirade. That is about as sore subject to me as Firefly. But but yeah, as far as Resident Evil, if they brought back or even just give us an option, original voice soundtrack, I would be all over that in a heartbeat. I don't care because the original voice soundtrack to me, I mean, I played that game when it first came out on PlayStation. You know, that was the game. That was the game I remember. The voice acting in that game is what I remember about that game. And the remaster is just not the same because that voice acting's different. Like, I don't know. I need really bad voice acting in that game. I think it was part of the game's charm and part of the game's history at this point.
I will say I do have a memory from the original Resident Evil game that when it came out as a kid scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah, I used to watch my
I
brother
wasn't
play.
even. I was same thing. I was watching my sister play it, and she had like all the lights were off, like getting immersed in the game, and I was watching her play it. And as soon as she was walking through that hallway and those fucking dogs jumped through the windows,
Oh God!
I fucking screamed.
I honestly have quite a memory of playing that game back in, original PlayStation. I was a teenager at the time. My parents would go away for the weekend and I would stay home. And I remember it was like 2:00 in the morning. I'm sitting there playing Resident Evil, empty house. and it's quiet because I'm just immersed in the game, and then I hear something in the house. And yeah, you want to talk about shitting yourself. That's when you really shit yourself, because then you're like, what the fuck was that? And then you're getting up because now you're in this like Resident Evil mindset, like looking for something. So you're just, I mean, it could be something simple like the dog farted or something, but because you heard it and you're so channeled into that game, you're like, what the hell was that? Oh God. No, this better not be happening for real.
Run into the fucking kitchen. How many fucking green herbs do I have?
These are green herbs, that's the red herbs.
Speaking of Resident Evil, because I do kind of want to segue to this, Despa, are there any that you have not played on stream?
Okay, I've played the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes.
Right, because I enjoyed watching you play those.
So since I've only been streaming for a year, there's quite a few that I haven't played on stream. I've played the original Resident Evil 2. Not on stream, just as a child. And I did play the original 3, but my copy of it was damaged, so it kept freezing up whenever you took control of Carlos, so I never made it past that.
What was that, on PlayStation, or?
Yes. I want to get the 4 remake, but never played the original. I played 5 and 6. I've played Revelations. I've played both Outbreaks. I want someone to play Revelations 2 with me, because the multiplayer co-op on that game is awesome, but no one wants to play it with me.
Why?
And I don't know why. Anyway.
Why you gotta get angry about
it? So aggressive.
Because I've had
no one wants to play it with me.
There's 2 games.
Might be a reason, Despa.
There's 2 games.
Why you gotta talk like Vince McMahon?
Sitting in my Steam library that I have yet to play because I want to play them with someone because of the way their co-op is set up. It benefits from 2 people, but no one ever does.
Say Revelations 2.
Revelations 2.
I think I have that. So look, I have.
I would play it
Evil.
if you will help me get every single achievement.
Okay, I'm not into the achievements. Is the thing. I play for the experience.
Oh my god!
You Turtle's an achievement whore, so
you need to let me know when you play another Resident Evil game, because I would love to watch that. I enjoy.
I actually have 1 through 7, and I have Resistance and RE Verse and Village.
Didn't Resistance come with 3? The 3 remake?
Not sure.
I think something came with it.
I seem to remember buying it separately, but
I know.
I have a bunch of them as well.
I've actually given thought to replaying Resident Evil 2 because I just love it so much. I have this on the note sheet. I crossed it out thinking we weren't going to get to it, but since we're here, recently the RE2 remake was announced that was the best-selling game in the series now, was the RE2 remake. Probably, in my opinion on this, is because it is the best game in the series, is RE2. Both the original and the remake are honestly the best ones. To be totally honest, I don't think the remake lives up to the original, but it's still really good.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There's a little fun tidbit. RE2 remake is the best-selling Resident Evil now.
You good, Rev?
Oh, it's Rev's turn.
I was like just waiting on my turn.
Okay.
I was like wondering if this little segue was gonna keep going.
Anyways.
Rev's here and the car just goes.
We left her at the bus stop.
I don't know, her favorite game is Story of Seasons or some crap like that.
Slows down and speeds off.
just barely comes to a stop. You get up.
No, it doesn't even stop. No, it doesn't even stop. It just slows down so that it knows that you know it's there. And then once you know it's there, it speeds off. It taunts you.
A drive-by insult.
Story of Seasons or something. I mean, that is one of my favorite game series, actually. Oh my god, I have like 4 different game series that are my favorite. I mean, my top favorite is Legend of Zelda, always will be. things I would change, though, I think the only thing I would really change about the recent games is just the weapons durability. I hate that feature. Because I'm like constantly having to search for new
which
weapons.
game was it?
Legend of Zelda?
Breath of the Wild or the new one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter. I don't know why I said that. I
Yes.
want to talk about that
That is a
because I'm
Well,
kind of mixed.
let's come back to it though. Because like I have a really hard time finding faults with Legend of Zelda. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little fan blind, I think.
that's how I am with
But,
Pokemon.
yeah. My other favorite series, I would have to say, is the Uncharted series. I, as you all know, like I'm very ADHD. I have a very hard time with playing one game and sticking with it and playing it all the way through before finishing it. But the Uncharted series, when the third one came out, or no, the fourth one came out, they released the first three on a disc together, and I blew through that series. I only stopped playing one time because I got stuck in a certain part, and so I was getting really frustrated, and so I took a break. But then I think I came back after like maybe a week, and then just kept going. Because I loved it. I loved the game so much. But I think the only thing I would really change about that series is I hated the forced, like, front-facing running. So, like, you would have to either outrun something or the bridge would be collapsing on you, and you'd have to run towards the camera. So you can't see where you're going. You're just, like, guessing, oh, gotta jump here, gotta jump there. It just makes you run.
Did someone
towards
just
the
start up
screen.
a lawnmower?
No,
I heard
that's
the Lord of the Rings like
yeah, it's
the
Lord of the
war
Rings. I told you they're watching.
They're watching a
that.
movie in the background.
It
That's
just
Yeah.
all.
didn't sound like that to me. It sounded like a lawnmower in the distance.
It sounded like somebody just turned on one of those like giant fans.
we're about to hear da-na-na,
No.
da-da-da.
Uh,
Gotta love that
What
soundtrack.
we're hearing are trees walking.
No. Well, I think they're past that. That's really loud.
It is pretty loud, yeah.
Mhm.
Go on to your segue that you were talking about, Despa.
Okay. Rev, you hate or you dislike, hate might be a strong word, but you dislike the weapon degradation. You and a lot of other people, myself included. But I was thinking, part of me likes it because I kind of get what they were going for. They wanted to sort of not have you rely on the same things. They want you to stay on your toes, really, fighting the honestly limited selection of monsters in Breath of the Wild. I thought of a system that might be better. It's weapon degradation, but there's 3 types of weapons. The first one is improvised weapons, which is like the stick, the club, rusted halberd, whatever you find lying around, and they function just like they do now. The second type would be actual weapons, and they would be your sword, halberd, regular halberd, spear, whatever. Instead of breaking, what they would do is they would do less damage over time, and that would be like the edge of the weapon getting dull. And if you want to return it to full sharpness, you could have a consumable item in the game in the form of a whetstone, or, and there was a Zelda that had one of these in it, I think it was Link to the Past, you could take it to a blacksmith and they could retemper it, and it would stay sharper longer. The third tier was like, I'm just calling it god tier weapons, and that would be like Master Sword, all the unique weapons for each champion that always disappointed me. You'd get like Mipha's spear or whatever, and then it break. Well, and they wouldn't lose their sharpness at all. They would basically just be broken. Okay, they just not broken literally, but like broken in the balancing sense. They would just always work. What do you think of something like that?
Interesting. Still not sure I like it, but I mean it's interesting.
Where I thought you were
fixes-
gonna go with this was like when the item breaks, it would turn into like scrap materials that you could use to then rebuild something else.
That would not
Nah,
be a
because
bad
that's
idea
too
either.
close to crafting.
It is crafting.
Exactly.
But you
What's
don't.
what's wrong with crafting though?
It's overused. There's too much crafting in the
It's
gaming
a
world.
basic game mechanic. What do you mean?
It is a basic
overused?
game mechanic, but so many games do it that don't need to.
But
and I don't
this would
think
be a
Zelda
good usage.
really-
But this would be a
It
good
wouldn't be
usage of
the
a
worst
broken item
usage.
compared to just losing it as a whole.
It wouldn't be the worst usage, but I also think the idea of certain ones breaking and certain weapons doing less damage over time is better. And I would probably balance it out by making it so that the ones that don't break are very, very rare.
Fair.
That way you... I don't know. It was just an idea I was spitballing.
I don't see why crafting in a Zelda game would be such a bad idea, though.
It's not necessarily a bad idea. I just think it's over. Wasn't there a Zelda that did it?
I couldn't tell you.
No. No.
Can't
Breath of the
remember.
Wild is the first game to have weapons that degrade.
I will say in one of the Pokemon games, I don't know if it's just one or if it's more of them, but one in particular, there was a crafting system. You'd be able to make Pokeballs out of apricorns.
Oh yeah.
How does that even work?
You take the wood of the apricorn.
Not an acorn, an apricorn. It's not the same thing.
I know, but like, what is an apricorn?
It's a game specific fruit.
Yeah.
thing.
And how exactly does that transform a Pokemon to energy and then store it?
I mean,
Game logic.
the apricorn itself doesn't make the entire Pokeball. It's what the Pokeball is made out of.
This
and it
is
gives it
Pokemon. You're questioning it? Like,
I know I shouldn't have logic, but
The different apricorns are what gives the Pokeball its properties. Like if it's a fastball, a heavy ball, it's
That's
just
fair.
it doesn't give the mechanics of the Pokeball. It just gives it whatever property it has.
I learned so much today.
You're welcome.
on this episode of How It's Made, Pokeballs.
Yeah,
so
Apricots.
apricorns.
Oh, my
so
bad.
as Turtle mentioned earlier, Story of Seasons / Harvest Moon, yes, is one of my other favorite game series. I'll probably never not buy the next Story of Seasons unless Marvelous Games starts making shitty games, but that hasn't happened yet, so.
Yeah, there's not a Pokemon game that's not coming out that I'm not gonna buy. It's just
Natsume, on the other hand, nah, they fucked up.
Nah. It ain't it.
They fucked up. No, but the only thing I would change about Story of Seasons, is better marriage candidates. Honestly, like they have not
Or
done
redheads.
they've not done a good
Oh,
job
here we
with
go.
that.
Can Despa go a podcast without talking about redheads? Because I don't
No.
think there's been one
I
that
don't
he
think-
has not talked about a redhead. I legitimately do not think there has been one podcast.
Surely there has.
You've talked about Jill Valentine in one of them.
Jill Valentine's not a redhead.
Or not Jill Valentine. What's the one in Resident
Claire
Evil?
Redfield.
Claire Redfield. That's the you've talked about her in at least one or two of our podcasts. I'm pretty sure
can
we've
you
talked.
blame me?
Pretty sure we've talked about Penny in one of the other ones.
Oh, multiple times.
Yeah. There's not a podcast that goes by where Despa can't talk about a redhead.
Listen, can you blame me?
Everybody's got a type,
Yeah.
right?
So here's the thing with the marriage candidates. Usually they're pretty good with the female candidates, but like there's never any really good guy candidates. They're all gross.
I did watch you play that game, and I did watch you react to all the guys, and you're just like, ah.
Well, okay, so the one I've played most recently is a remake of the first one that came out on GameCube, like actual console, because the ones before that were on the Game Boy. But yeah, they had really bad candidates.
Which
for
one? Which one was it on?
Color.
That one. So I might be able to play it.
Yeah. But no, they just that one. They've progressively gotten a little better, but the most recent Story of Seasons game, which was Pioneers of Olive Town, still didn't have like super great options.
You should play My Time at Portia, where half of the male candidates are literally twins of each other. It's the same character model, but palette swap. They're twins.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
That's
they
okay.
got distinct personalities for each one, but they all look the same.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a pass.
Or you can marry the guy who actually straight up leaves you at some point.
Oh my god.
It was never
See,
meant to be.
Here's
I think he's a marriage candidate. I can't remember.
well, here's the thing is like Stardew Valley even like I don't think I actually like any of the male candidates in Stardew Valley. None of them particularly appeal to me.
You like Sebastian?
Not really. He's
She's
okay.
just checking a box on a checklist, really. I'd make that sound so bad.
It's
But...
pretty bad.
Am
But
I
no.
wrong, though? Like, I agree with you, Rev. They're not that great.
They're not. I mean, even the girls, Abigail, I like the most.
Yay.
But after Abigail, it just kind of.
I mean, Penny and Leah are pretty good, I think.
Leah's okay. She's not bad.
Maru.
Nah.
Really?
Maru.
Nah.
Maru. What the hell's the difference?
No, you said it right this time.
Did he actually?
And I'll say it wrong on Wednesday.
You're so used to
I'm
him
so used
saying
to-
wrong, Doki. He said it right.
I'm so used to
I wanted to-
correcting him. I'm so used to correcting his ass.
You want to know the best part?
I didn't
Is the
even
time
notice it.
Yes, you did, because I saw the look on your face.
Because I thought you said it wrong again. I'm so used to correcting.
It's like this. Was the thought in your head like, did he say it right? I'll just correct him just in case, because that's what the look on your face was.
The look on my face is just like, why
Here
is
we
he
go
saying?
again.
Yeah, like why does he keep saying this wrong? And not even thinking which one was actually correct, and I wasn't even thinking. I'm just like, ah, god damn it, Despa.
Anyway,
God, he
on the
pulled
subject
a
of Maru,
rabbit season, duck season on me. And I fell for it.
Oh my god.
I can never marry Maru because I think she's just too good. I'm not good enough for her.
See, I don't think she's cute enough.
Really?
Yeah.
I think she's adorable.
Eh. Nah.
Man, your voice got high pitched there.
Yeah, it did. It really did. Really?
Okay, you should play My Time at Sandrock. I don't know anything about the male marriage candidates, but the female ones are all really good from what I've seen.
So what are they all redheads?
No. There's only one redhead who I actually do really like. She kind of becomes a good friend of yours if you play the game, which that happened in Portia as well. The one I'm kind of going for is actually your rival character. So yeah.
Go on.
Well,
They're redhead.
no, they're a brunette.
Oh.
Your rival character.
Auburn, then.
Eh. So in Portia, you had a rival character, and he was a jerk. Like he wasn't evil, but he was like kind of an asshole. And he's your rival. He runs the other shop. He's your competition, and he's an asshole. In Sandrock, they went a different direction. Your rival character is actually really nice and really friendly, and y'all really have more of a friendly rivalry going on. Not even really that, but you're just two people who do the same thing in the same town. Technically, you're competing, but you get along. And she's romanceable, and she's freaking adorable, and I love her to bits. And she's also like your best friend. She shows up at the train station when you first arrive in the town. She's the one that picks you up. So yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say my train of thought derailed because I don't think it was going anywhere.
That's was like, thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Times 2.
So yeah.
Okay, so for my last and final favorite game, it's a game I don't actually talk about enough, which I should. I should talk about it more.
Yay!
What's going on? I don't understand. Anyway, it's called Dragon Quest Builders, and it's the second one. Oh my gosh, it's basically like a Minecraft RPG game, except instead of everything blocks, you can actually...
The movie's getting awfully loud.
Yeah. But anyway, instead of everything being blocks, you can actually craft real items like a dresser and a bed and things like that, that actually have real shape to them, like real life shape.
I can do that in RuneScape.
Yeah, but you can't make your own buildings.
Can in Minecraft.
You can actually build a house.
Not like this, you can't. Anyway.
So yeah.
The story of this game is phenomenal. Like, it really is amazing. If you like Minecraft, you like RPGs, play this game. It is for you. There is also a multiplayer mode too, so you can play with friends and build things together. But there is a cooking mechanic in the game, and I think the only thing that I would really change is like being able to discover more recipes and being able to grow more crops to be able to do more recipes. And that's literally it. It's something super simple. Yeah, I want to cook more. I want to discover more.
Why?
I love cooking in games. Leave me alone.
Turtle, are you good over there? You look like you're about to laugh pretty hard.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Breaking news. Breaking news. I have just checked my email.
Break it.
And that is all.
Yeah.
Did you just inherit $1 million from your Nigerian prince relative you didn't know you have?
I freaking wish. That would be great. No. So, remember, there was a game I wanted to add. Well, I just happened to look at my email, and I am now in the beta, the closed beta. Hooray me. The game
Hooray.
Palia. It's Stardew MMO is how they're kind of setting it up. It looks really adorable, and I'm going to download it tonight and play it tomorrow. It's going to be great. I want to describe how they're kind of setting things up with the trailer. It looks like a combination of Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, with a touch of Breath of the Wild in it.
I hate it when games compare themselves to Breath of the Wild.
They're not doing it. I'm doing it.
People did that with Pokemon Legends Arceus, and it ruined. It's like, oh, it's supposed to be like Breath of the Wild. No, it's not. It's supposed to be like an open world Pokemon game.
They're not doing that. I'm doing that. They're not really directly saying it.
How do you spell that?
Palia.
Ref's like, I'm interested. Go on.
Right up her alley.
Is it not on Steam?
Not yet.
It's in a beta.
I had it later.
So it's not up there yet, probably.
If you Google it, you'll find
closed beta now. I think open beta begins on the 10th.
It does. I looked at
But
it.
what is it on?
It's on
Nothing.
PC.
And it's coming to Switch.
Fantastic. What
There's
platform?
no platform. It's you download from their website.
PC.
You know, like back in the day when you'd get games from, websites or things.
Or
Okay.
buy it on disc.
You mean is it on Steam or Epic or all that? Is what you're asking?
Oh, what store, basically?
What store? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, when she says
a
platform,
free-to-play
PC
MMO,
is the
so-
platform.
Oh, didn't they have this on their? Didn't Nintendo have this on Nintendo Direct?
maybe. I can't remember.
I think they did, because I think I saw it and was interested.
Okay. You remember how I complained about Stardew Valley and other games like it where I have to go to bed by 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to make me do that in this game. There's no bedtime.
Oh, great. We'll never get him back from the bar now.
There's also no combat, but you can go hunting.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Nintendo did have this in their Direct. Yeah, this... Yeah,
So I'm going to be
very
downloading that
interested.
tonight. Open beta's on the 10th. You might want to go ahead and sign up now, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I am.
She's
I'm
gonna.
I got my email that I'm in.
She's
so-
gonna, so yeah.
So
Let's
you.
see. Greetings, Desparoto. We are thrilled to welcome you to the Palia closed beta. This email marks the beginning of your enchanting journey. Blah, blah, blah. There's some other stuff here. And a big blue button that says play now.
That's for your credit card information.
No. They ain't getting it. Or if I gave them credit card, it'll be a virtual credit card.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we have managed to squeeze 1 hour, 5 minutes recording time.
We did.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
How long does our
So I-
podcast typically go?
We usually
about
record about an hour. Yeah.
Yeah?
So I kind of want to stop it now so I don't have to do too much of editing and I can spend more time playing Palia.
Well,
And of course, starting tomorrow.
does, oh yeah, that's right. It started with tomorrow as well. Does anybody
We
else have
do.
anything?
Which I want to talk to you, Rev and Doki, about that when we log off.
Sure. One
Oh,
quick
you're in
thing.
trouble.
One quick thing. So speaking of Story of Seasons, Marvelous Games announced that they are finally working on a multiplayer Story of Seasons game. And I
Marvelous.
am stoked. I'm so excited.
Sounds pretty marvelous.
It is marvelous.
Despa, you got a referral
We
code?
are- We are getting... Oh, I'll give that to y'all off the thing.
No, I already hit the submit button.
What? So,
It's okay. You'll
It
get a
doesn't seem to
code
have
too.
taken, so it's
You'll get a
So-
code too that you can share with your friends.
are we doing like a final thoughts thing right now?
I think salutations.
Salutations,
Well, then,
neighbors.
anybody else have anything that we'd like to talk about
Okay.
before we finish?
Saying goodbye.
Baldur's Gate is great.
Duly noted.
Yep. If you like
Crosscode
D&D,
is amazing.
it's all D&D.
Freaking turtle Dr. Seuss over there. Doctor's
Diablo's pretty mid. Path of Exile 2 is going to be better. Games.
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 They're great.
It reminds me of like one of those knockoff Chinese T-shirts you can order from like those less reputable sites where it just says games or sports.
I have 47 perfect games now, so we're getting up there.
Actually, one quick thing talking about perfect games, which I've actually accomplished. So, at the beginning of the year, I set out myself a goal to at least, because one thing I really sucked at is actually doing perfect games. And I had 3 going into the year, and I decided, hey, I want to do 6 this year, which I have achieved that goal. So, I'm really happy with myself,
Hooray.
including some harder games like Fallout 4. I've actually 100%ed.
I feel like
And
I've
Fallout
helped you
New
with some of
Vegas.
them.
Yes, with Raft, you did.
With
The Raft is another one of my 100%.
I don't have
Wow.
100% in Raft yet, actually.
I have 100%.
I still need to get 100% in Raft. But the one I was thinking about like was what Gone Home and Amanda
Gone
the
Home.
Adventurer.
Well, Amanda the Adventurer,
Yeah.
Gone Home. Oh, well, Gone Home I haven't 100%ed yet. I actually got to work on
Oh, did you
that.
not do
I've
that
already-
other one?
Does Gone Home
I
even
haven't
have
done any of them yet.
achievements?
It does.
Yes.
It does?
It does.
But the ones I've 100%ed, let me pull up my Steam just so you all know, see what we're talking about it.
To the Moon, Imposter Factory, Finding Paradise.
Yeah.
They only have one achievement anyway. Just finish the game.
Yeah, but here we go.
That's kind.
Let me edit this so I can actually see all of them. So, To the Moon, Fallout New Vegas, Humanity Adventure, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Raft, Fallout 4. I know I did new. Let me see here. Edit. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. Shit. Where can I see all of them?
Just click on the number of perfect games on your
All right.
profile.
Right. 10 perfect games. So I'm at 10. So I've actually done 7. So Fallout 4, Raft, New Vegas, Fallen Order, Unpacking, Finding Paradise, To the Moon, Imposter Factory, Amanda the Adventurer, and A Bird Story. All 100%. So I'm actually kind of proud of that because I set that goal for a year-long goal and I hit it in 7 months.
Yeah, some of those are big games, so like that's good.
Fallout, like Raft was 104 achievements. Fallout 4 is 84 achievements. New Vegas, 75 achievements. Jedi Fallen Order is only 39 achievements. Some of them were really hard to do. Some of them were fun to do, like, force throwing stormtroopers off cliffs. That's just fun. Who doesn't want to force push a stormtrooper off a freaking cliff?
He had a family and a dog.
His problem.
I need to do more Raft to get the rest of those achievements because there's a bunch I don't have, especially those stupid birds.
Oh my god. That's...
I do have to go, guys. I've got work.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go as well.
Let's go ahead and finish up then.
Let's wrap this up.
Do the clap again.
Oh, we just
no,
did- okay.
I think we can just say our goodbyes and all.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody follow us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter,
Yep.
X,
Spotify.
Yeah,
Spotify.
Facebook,
Leave a review.
Tweet.
OnlyFans.
I'm not on there, sorry.
Me
So
neither.
the real chaos happens.
TLC After Dark.
Yep.
Wait,
Oh,
no,
boy.
that's just regular TLC.
Oh, no.
I mean, we always record this in the dead of night. That's what I'm
Okay.
getting at there.
Rev's got to go to work. I will say,
Nyra's got to go to bed.
No, I don't. Are you going to bed right now?
No, I gotta put laundry on, but I gotta also see what's going on with something.
Oh, I was
so.
gonna say. All right. Well,
Turtle
goodbye,
just
everybody
woke up.
from Doki.
Goodbye from
Goodbye.
Desparoto.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So long, farewell. Something else and goodbye.
All right.
Obviously.
Everybody can stop their recordings now.
I already did it.
I just did
That's
it when he
fine.
said no.
I'm not going to be able to send that to you until tomorrow.
That's fine.
All right. I'll be right
Also,
back.
tomorrow, Toki and Rev, I'll talk to y'all about the Starty thing tomorrow.
All right. I forget. Do we save it as a WAV file?
Uh-oh.
Wave file, yes.
Yeah.
Are you?
Turtle, if
Wave. Yep, I'm waving.
Is it quick or?
it'll be better discussed tomorrow. I basically just want to figure out what we're considering end game because I want to make that official.
Ah.
I am still streaming, by the way, so just to let you know.
That's
Oh,
fine.
sorry, I burped.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! You.
What do you want me to name the
burped.
file as?
Just put your name in it. Make sure I know it's from Turtle.
Okay, I'm
Episode
exporting
7 or something.
All right, I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
All right. Just
Get out of
y'all
here.
can find the Google Drive link in the pins of the media channel. I also will get y'all that link.
Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream here in just a moment.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Google.
Okay, guys. All right. Yeah, you can hear me. They can't. All right, guys. We'll go ahead and end the stream for tonight. Hope you all had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Look for the Chaotic Stupid episode 7 on both the TLC YouTube channel as well as the recording of this stream will be on my YouTube channel. So you will have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time. And I will see you tomorrow for some more Stardew Valley Wednesdays. All right, take it easy, guys. If I can turn my... There it goes. Okay. Alright, bye, guys.